Hey guys, it is Miss Johnson from Johnson's Innovative Services, the home of resume design, where we keep you competitive in this demanding job market. So we're going to have JIS career question and answer. And guys, that is where you send in your questions, whether you send them on any of our platforms, that is Facebook, Instagram, our official website, YouTube. We're going to answer your questions and we're going to put them here, post them on our platform, so that way, we'll be able to share the answers directly with you and everyone else who may have, the same question. So guys, keep in mind that you can send these questions to us anytime. Once you send them to us, we'll make sure and show receipt that we received them. And we want to make sure that we help everyone, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get to the question here. It is, hi JIS. I am leaving the sales industry to work in food service. How should I design my resume? Well, that is a great question. We're going to go over this briefly, guys, okay? And keep in mind, we do this every Thursday. Free tidbits, recommendations, information from resume design to cover letter design to career preparation, mock interviews, all that great stuff, okay? So when you're transitioning to a new industry, there are some steps that you should take. So we're going to go over this briefly. First, you want to confirm the industry that you're going to transition to. You want to make sure that this industry fits your background, your expertise. Definitely do your research. You have to see yourself enjoying, working within that role in industry, okay? So that means that you have to research, okay? You might want to speak with others that are within the field. You can use websites like Glassdoor that'll be able to give you information, statistics on that role industry, even in certain states, cities. Okay, very valuable information. So, you can use those sites to gather a wealth of information. Okay, guys, it's all about, making sure that that is the industry that you're going to transition to. I tell my clients all the time, I tell you guys as well, you're going to be spending 80% of your time at work or more. So you want to make sure whatever you're doing that you enjoy doing it, okay, that it gives you high positive vibrations. Now, another thing, when designing your resume, now, of course, whether, regardless if you have expertise in the field that you are transitioning into, or if you do not have, as far as expertise in the field that you're transitioning to, when you design your resume, your current skill set and expertise must reflect the required skill set of the new role, okay? So what are you saying, Tanisha? Okay, so what I'm saying is that your work experience on your resume, it should show that although your expertise is in a different area, you still have the required skill set to perform the role. And once again, if you already have the required skill set, then of course you just, you list that. But if you do not, you want to make sure that, hey, although I have this, expertise here in the sales industry, I would be a great benefit here in the food industry because I have these related skill sets, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, another thing, you can always hire Johnson's Innovative Services to design your resume, okay? We are very creative over here, guys. But if not, you must research, okay, guys? It's all about research. I tell people it's almost like going back to school, okay? Anything that is worth obtaining is worth fighting for. So you have to do some things that you never did. You have to research, put action, make sure that what you're doing is the best move for you and your family, okay? Now, like I said, what you want to do is make sure that you search, sites like Glassdoor. Guys, it's nothing. It takes 2 seconds to get onto Google and do a search. You want to look at the current statistics of your chosen role in the industry. Look at reviews, okay, about that job. Sometimes, not even sometimes, most websites now have reviews of companies where actual past employees have worked within, that company or role, and they can also give you some information and tidbits and recommendations, reviews pretty much on what it was like while working with that company and what it was like working within that role, what, information they gained, the negative and the positive. Let's be realistic, guys. Not everywhere, that you go is going to be just, a great work environment. So that's why it's best to do research. It's best when you have your interview that you have 5+ solid questions, okay? And one of them must always be in regards to understanding the dynamic specific of the work environment, how they are currently, existing. What is the culture? You got to get into all of that nitty gritty. Anything that is important to you, you must make sure that you inquire about it. Okay. Now, another thing, you can research within the role. Look at the current benefits and requirements. That's very important. Understand the role, what is required of that role, the work duties, education, any certifications or licenses that are required. You want to know all of that information, okay, guys, because you want to make sure that you're able to meet the requirements. And then keep in mind that sometimes, you're not required to have as far as degrees. Sometimes your work experience being, hands-on will count as in lieu of experience. So that'll, in lieu of a degree. So you'll be able to still apply for the job. All right. So do not let, that discourage you. Make sure that you look at all of the requirements. Okay. And make sure that you meet those requirements. Okay. And go for it, guys. All right. So, once again, make sure that you do your research on the role that you're, looking to transition to, regardless if you have expertise in that role or not. You still do your research. Make sure that that it fits as far as your background, your expertise, that you're going to enjoy, performing within that role. All right. Make sure you fit all requirements. Make sure that you understand all benefits that are offered within that role. Guys, like I said, you can research Glassdoor, similar websites that'll be able to provide that information. Even our search engines you can use to find that information. Also, LinkedIn is a great way to research as well. So guys, I hope that this information blessed you. Enjoy your Thursday. Keep in mind, we do this every Thursday. Free information, tidbits, recommendation. It's always going to be on career preparation, mock interviews, resume design, cover letter design, LinkedIn profile design. Any question you have, send it over to our profile as well, guys. We're on every platform. Send us your questions so that way we can answer it here via video. So that way we can help you and others who might have the same question. Have a wonderful day.